friend of the court is not doing their job statutorily. They answer to you. You should be forcing them to be filing these complaints and accepting them and doing the things that are necessary, including setting an order to show cause. This is unacceptable that we're letting an 11-year-old drive the bus. You have court orders. You follow court orders, or you appear in front of this court and accept the sanctions that this court should be doing to Miss Bennett.
You didn't file an order. You want to file an order to show cause? We'll probably set it for some time out there. That's not what I said, and don't tell me that's what I said.
The court is not enforcing its own orders.
What do you want me to do? Is Allison Slate?
No, I'm representing myself, Your Honor.
Oh. All right. Then we are here in the matter of 14-5905 DC, matter of Greening versus Boyer. Ms. Greening is present. Mr. Boyer is also present on Zoom, as well as his attorney, Mr. Browning. This was Dad's motion to modify parenting time. I believe both parties have joint legal and physical. It sounds like during this time that the father has moved out of town, but back in town and would like some type of a parenting time order. I don't think there's a specific parenting time order at this point. Father's also submitted other requests that were denied on 8-1. I believe there was a motion to modify. In 2022, father filed a motion for change of custody. It was denied. Sounds to me, Mr. Browning, like the one thing that needs to be done is set a specific parenting time schedule when I go through everything. Is that really what I'm looking at?
Yes, Your Honor. Previously, the plaintiff and defendant had an informal arrangement, is my understanding, and they were sticking to that, and that is recently broken down. So now we really need to get something firm and in writing and a court order, or else I don't think that we'll be able to do that, that they will be able to agree on anything amicably.
Ms. Greening, I'm going to tell you one thing. I read your response. Basically, you say child doesn't want to see dad. He's only 11. That's not his choice. I'm just going to warn you that right now.
Yeah, I have a letter of support from a clinical psychologist saying that he doesn't believe that the child should be in his custody.
I don't have it, and
I'm happy to submit that.
Well, it's not submitted, and it's not here today, and Mr. Browning doesn't have it.
That's correct.
Man, I'm not going to deal with something that Mr. Browning hasn't even had a chance to see. And I don't know why that would be there, but father gets a chance to be father. And I don't know what that even says, I guess. So what are you looking for? Ms. Browning, you're saying no parenting time for dad at all?
Not lately.
Currently, I don't.
Wait.
No, I meant, all right.
I think he meant Miss Greening.
Yeah, I meant Miss Greening.
Okay.
Yeah. Currently, I don't think that it is in Hazel's best interest by any means. I think that it's unsafe for her to go there.
Why?
And Hazel has expressed a lot of times when she's there and there's abundant drinking happening and partying. She says there are inappropriate conversations. She's being completely neglected in the basement, just babysitting essentially her father's wife's niece. She brought her phone over there because her father explodes quite often in outbursts of anger, and she needed it there for protection. And she had it there for protection, and she was texting me, pleading with me to come and pick her up because she felt unsafe after her father's wife went through her phone, and she no longer felt that she had that protection there. I have witnessed his outbursts, and they are terrifying. I have asked Hazel before, what do you feel is going to happen? And she says, I think that he's going to hit me. Barney also has a flight risk, in my opinion. He had a breakdown many years ago and left all of his belongings overnight, left for Seattle, where he has friends and family there. He accused me of kidnapping and sent police over to my home. And the kidnapping word also is highly frightening, right? There is no kidnapping happening. The police were here, and that further upset Hazel. If this is any sort of change in custody, I'm not sure about Vadvarka, and I would like to.
It's not a change in custody. I've already stated that up front. It's the modified parenting time. I'm not going to change custody. It's not really a request to change custody. It's a request is when I go through everything to establish parenting time in a court order so that it will occur at certain times, certain way.
The child is frightened, and if there is, I will be fighting this forever. If there can be some sort of social worker involved, but she does not at all feel comfortable going there.
All right. Mr. Browning, any final words? I'm tempted to allow supervised parenting time until the friend of the court. I'll refer to the friend of the court for a parenting time assessment. They can go through everything and follow through all the documents and whatnot and what has and what hasn't happened. But until
Your Honor, she's making it sound like Barney's making some wild allegations of kidnapping when actually all he's referring to is he was on parenting time and Miss Greening came by and made
it doesn't matter.
Yeah,
that means nothing.
Okay.
He didn't kidnap and he didn't kidnap.
Right. Okay. So on to another issue. They have been mutually agreed on a weekend and one night a week parenting time for years. And now, when did that stop? That stopped about a month ago. Is that right, Barney? That stopped, yes, April 4th, all the way until April 4th of this year.
Is that correct, ma'am?
It has been highly disruptive having Hazel go there on Wednesday evenings.
That's not my
she
question.
Goes there
That's
and she's neglected. She doesn't do homework there.
That is not my question. My question is that the way it has been up until April 4? That's a yes or no?
Yes, it has.
All right.
He lives 45 minutes away. This is not
45 minutes away is not that far. That's not even the Lansing. I mean, 45 minutes. I'm not talking that he's taking the kid to Chicago. Mr. Browning, anything else?
No, Your Honor.
All right, I'm going to change what I had thought I'm going to do. I'm going to send it to the front of the court for a parenting time evaluation. In the meantime, the father will be allowed Wednesday from 4 o'clock till 7 o'clock. And along with this, Mr. Browning, you're going to draft this. There will be no alcohol consumed prior to, and I'm saying, 8 hours prior to, or at any time during any parenting time that is being there. All right, none. I'll also allow every Saturday from 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. I'm not going to allow overnights right now.
Every Saturday or every other Saturday, Your Honor?
Every right now, because I'm not giving them any overnights, and you were giving them Friday and Saturday overnights.
On every other weekend.
I understand, but he was getting Friday, Saturday, Sunday. He was getting more time that way. He was getting every other week. He was getting Friday, Saturday, Sunday. He was getting 48 hours. I'm only giving him 9 hours. Twice. That's 18 hours.
Could we keep it to every other Friday? Her being away, she's not going to be able to participate in sports. She's not going to be able to participate in friends' birthday parties.
What sports does she participate in?
She plays tennis right now, and she's starting other sports soon.
School sports? School's almost out.
There will be school sports. There will be school sports next year when she's in 7th grade.
Well, by then we're gonna have all kinds of information by then. I'm not gonna let this last till next year at school. We're gonna send it to the friend of the court and see what's appropriate. I'm not allowing
every
overnight.
Single Saturday right now. So right now she has plans coming up on Saturdays. She's not allowed to be with her friends on weekends.
Yeah, she does every Sunday. She can spend all day Sunday, and she can spend Saturday night from 7 o'clock.
Oh.
Would you rather be every other weekend from Friday till Sunday? That's your choice. I'll give you that much.
Sweetie.
Ma'am, I gotta have an answer. I got a lot of motions today.
Yes, every other Friday, Saturday. I would absolutely request that this be supervised as well.
By who?
I don't know.
Well,
I think my client could abide by no alcohol on Friday and
there
Saturday.
will be no alcohol if he's having every other weekend. Sir, if there is any hint that there's alcohol anywhere there that you're drinking it or whatever, I don't even care if your wife is drinking it. All right. If anybody's drinking in that house when you've got parenting time, I'm going to stop it altogether. Now, I know you're shaking your head, yes. So I assume, Mr. Browning, you know what I'm talking about. You do this enough to know that if I get any hint that there is truly alcohol in that household being consumed 12 hours before or at any time during the parenting time, he's going to lose it altogether. All right?
Yes, Your Honor.
Wednesdays, 4 till 7, and every other weekend, Friday at 6 till Sunday at 5 o'clock.
I'm sorry, could you repeat that since I'm writing the order?
Every Wednesday, 4 till 7, and every other weekend from Friday at 6 o'clock till Sunday at 5 o'clock.
I have a quick question, Your Honor. Would that include this weekend? Would I be able to see Hazel this
No,
week?
it's gonna start next weekend,
Okay.
because I'm gonna give Mom a chance to at least prepare her and stuff like that.
Those weekends are now out of balance.
All right, do you want it to start this weekend? If you want it to start this weekend, I was being nice, but if you want it to start this weekend,
I'm sorry, Your Honor. She has plans this weekend now.
okay,
She's-
then she can go the next weekend. It's
But
one
that's-
weekend or the other. I'm not gonna put it off for 4 weeks.
Could it start in 2 weeks? She has a sleepover tonight with her friends, and next weekend we have plans with family with my father who's in the hospital.
It will start this Saturday at 10 o'clock in the morning. She can have her sleepover. This weekend will be the only one. All right? This weekend, it'll start Saturday at 10 o'clock
With an overnight?
with an overnight. He's going until Sunday at 5 o'clock. Then the next weekend, he doesn't get it. And then it goes from then on Friday through Sunday.
Okay, and this
And
will also be
every
reviewed by
Wednesday.
friend of the court.
And I'm referring it to the friend of the court. I will do that. Each of you is going to be responsible to pay the $150 for the friend of the court investigation. If you don't and the other person pays it, I'm going to make you responsible, believe me, no matter what. You understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
This weekend only. It'll start at 10 o'clock on Saturday. Got it? Mr. Browning, I'm counting on you submitting an order on that.
Yes, Your Honor, you'll have it today.
All right.
And pickup and drop off will be at the child's place of residence, correct?
Yeah. You'll pick up from him and he'll pick up from you. You understand that?
I'm sorry, the pickup and drop off will be at Hazel's home, correct?
What have you been doing right now?
We've been going to Lowell and that doesn't work for her.
What do you mean? What doesn't work for her?
For her to have to be carted to Lowell and then back. And it's honestly, I never agreed to it. I've just been doing it as a courtesy.
Then it is going to be the person getting the child will pick up at that home. You will pick up at her home, Mr. Boyer. Ma'am, when the parenting time is over, you will pick up at his home. Then she
And
doesn't
on
have to go anywhere.
And on Wednesdays, they will pick up and drop off here.
Didn't say that. I said each party's going to be responsible for the pickup and drop off.
So I'm driving out to Portland every Wednesday.
Sounds like it. I don't know where he lives.
He lives in.
Yes,
he lives
Your Honor. I
45
live in
Thank
Portland.
you. It's only temporary until we can get something through the friend of the court. Good luck. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Adjourned.
Your Honor.
This is the matter of Sims versus Verbrugge, case 13-3616DS. Both parties are present with their respective attorneys. Ms. Van Dyken for Mr. Verbrugge, Ms. Coletti for Miss Sims. This is the father's motion to again enforce parenting time. Says he shows up, the kid comes out, says I'm not going with him, and goes back in the house. I believe the child is 11, and this has been going on. He hasn't seen his child since December. It was clear at the last hearing that we had it, that I said, I'm not changing anything at this point. We set up an evidentiary hearing primarily for determination of joint legal custody. But I have reviewed the request from Ms. Van Dyken, the response from Ms. Coletti, including a letter from the counselor for Lily, saying the child won't go. And I believe the counselor has indicated that the child's has said she'll run away if she has to. I understand this is not a child who can drive the bus, but I also have a letter from the appointed guardian ad litem with Ms. Kirkstra saying that, and it appears that she is heavily involved in getting to the bottom of some of the things, that she has indicated that she's got a couple more weeks probably worth of work to do to talk to all counselors and everybody involved. I think one thing she said was Mr. Verbrugge had not maybe given her a chance to talk to his counselor, but I'll leave that to Ms. Kirkstra to take care of. Ms. Van Dyken, I've read your motion. I'm not inclined to grant it at this time. I do understand that.
Really?
Yes, because quite frankly, I can say that he's going to get makeup time when he doesn't get the time right now, is to say, okay, he gets every weekend. So every weekend he goes over there and takes it. I will take into account the fact that she is not visiting him at a time when there is a court order out there to do it. Whether it's appropriate or not, I don't know. What my intent is at this time to get Ms. Kirkstra's guardian ad litem report. And as soon as I get that, then you will get it at the same time as to call a case conference between the attorneys to see where we are going from there. As far as ordering the friend of the court to do their job, they do their job well. I'm not going to order anything with the friend of the court. Ms. Van Dyken, if you want to.
I would like to make a statement for the record, Your Honor.
And that's just exactly what I'm going to say. You may
Thank
make
you.
a statement for the
In
record.
the 60 motions that you've done this morning, many times you've told people to file with the friend of the court when they're not getting their parenting time. My client does that. Friend of
Yes.
the court is not doing their job statutorily. They answer to you. You should be forcing them to be filing these complaints and accepting them and doing the things that are necessary, including setting an order to show cause. This is unacceptable that we're letting an 11-year-old drive the bus. Miss Bennett didn't come to court and ask for a motion to suspend parenting time, nor she hasn't. You have court orders. You follow court orders, or you appear in front of this court and accept the sanctions that this court should be doing to Miss Bennett. I don't believe that this court can just, on this motion and the 60 others you've done, say, the kid doesn't have to go, I'm not going to enforce the order.
Didn't say that. Didn't say that, and don't tell me I did say it. I said there's a court order out there. I'm not excusing it, but we're going to have a hearing to do it. I've appointed a guardian ad litem. I'm looking at a significant amount of information way beyond just that. I'm going to get to the bottom of it. He may get all kinds of makeup time. He may not. I don't know what's going on. And so you didn't file an order. You want to file an order to show cause? We'll probably set it for some time out there. That's not what I said. And don't tell me that's what I said.
The court is not enforcing its own orders.
What do you want me to do? Tell me, you've asked for makeup time. The kid doesn't go now. So you want me to order makeup time? I will get to it in the end. In the end, you know that you can ask for a change of custody if she is wrongly denying this, and it comes that if she is alienating, you can ask, and that is a change of circumstance or proper cause for me to take care of and look at custody. I'm not going any farther today.
You're not enforcing the court orders, and you're not requiring the friend of the court.
What do you mean I'm not enforcing it? What is the enforcement you want? You want makeup time. I said I may give parenting time. I may give makeup, but it is stupid to order an extra weekend when she's not going anytime, and I don't know why. I'm going to get to it. I am just delaying it now. Thank you. Do you have anything else, Ms. Coletti?
No, thank you, Your Honor.
That's the order of the court. We will get to it. When I get the guardian ad litem report, I will contact both attorneys for a prompt settlement conference to see where we're going with this matter. Good luck, everyone. Thank you.
Thank you.
Don't think I held my temper very good on that.